Hey, are you cleaning up the environment that you are providing to your child? That's my question for you today. So if you are thinking what could be your child's environment, go and watch one of the previous videos where I've explained to you what is it that environment comprises of. So when I'm talking about are you cleaning up the environment that you are providing to your child, it's not just about cleaning up the room, it's not just about cleaning up the study table, it is not just about offering a clean and luxurious bed or a play area or a play mat, something like that to your child. It's not cleaning up the toys, it is not cleaning up these stationery items and all of that sort. Yes? So this is a very important thing to note, that what is it that the environment that you are providing to your child comprises of. It is much beyond just these physical resources, physical tools, physical toys and books that you are providing to your child. Now let me get back to the cleaning up of environment. Right? It's not just about cleaning your physical surroundings, but it is what, especially when you are providing an environment to your child, you've got to clean it up. So let me give you an example, again a real life example which I love doing to people around me, to parents around me. Let me give you a real life example. Okay, so just let me ask you a question. There is one seed, okay, there is a seed. Now for this seed to bloom into a flower or the fruit or the vegetable which is supposed to be blooming, right, which the seed is supposed to be blooming up and to live up to, or to bloom up to its full potential, what is important? Do you put the seed in soil or do you put the seed in concrete? Just type of S for soil or C for concrete in the chat box, right? Do you put the seed in soil or do you put the seed in concrete? I believe you would definitely put the seed in soil, right? Only when you put the seed in soil can that seed, along with the environment that you are providing, can actually bloom or can actually come up to its full potential. Right? So the same way, for your child to live to his or her full potential, it is the environment that matters. Even for you, for that matter, if you are supposed to live your life to your full potential, your environment matters. Your internal environment matters as well as your external environment matters. So let me get back to the child here. Now, so yes, what we usually think, okay, the seed is put, okay, we'll put the seed in soil and then we'll water, okay, I'll put some seeds and I'll put small saplings in the soil and I'll kind of keep providing water and all good stuff, right, all good stuff to that sapling, and it will definitely keep blooming and maybe it will give me mangoes, maybe it will give me pomegranate, whatever that sapling is supposed to be giving. Right? Each one is here with a purpose. A mango sapling can only give a mango fruit. In the same way, your child is here for a purpose. Your child will do what your child is supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And for your child to be doing that, to live up to its full potential, up to his or her full potential, it is the environment that matters. Now, coming back to the real life example that I'm going to be sharing with you. So what happened was this. Okay, so there is a little red soil area, very good red soil, very rich red soil. Okay, so we were very excited. We wanted to plant trees all around, various plants of various flowers, different fruits and different vegetables. Yes, we are all excited. New steps, new things that we are doing, we get excited. So yes, we got some saplings, we bought some saplings, we dug hole and we kept, we planted all these saplings, and then the next 1 month, the next 2 months, we've kept watering the entire area, the entire garden area. We've kept adding the necessary amount of manure and all of that stuff, and we've kept removing the weeds also, right? Even removing the weeds is very important, again, in your internal environment as well as the one that you are providing to your child. Yes, all that was good and fine. 1 month was done, 2 months, the plants are good, 3 months, the plants are good, 4 months, the plants are good. But there was a slight difference that is being noticed at this point of time. It's 4 months that we've planted these saplings and they're not coming up. I think they've kind of stopped at that level, right? They've kind of becoming dry or becoming dull or becoming weak. They're not coming up to its full potential. There's a lot more to be done by that plant in this lifetime. But somehow they're not coming up. It's not blooming up. So what happened? We kept checking the water, right? And then the manure. Are we pouring more water? Are we adding less water? Or how should I get that right? And then removing the weeds. Yes, even that's done. Surprisingly, even that's done, right? And then what all could be done? We were just trying to look around. What all can we? What else can we do? Right? We've been doing a lot. Maybe spraying neem water spray. Yes, we've got neem leaves. We've boiled them in water, and then we've sprayed neem water spray, neem water around. Right? So all that we could think of at that moment of time has been done, has been tried upon. Still, the plants are not coming up to their full potential. So what is it that is missing? Right? So surprisingly, what we found was one day we just happened to dig deeper into the soil. So surprisingly, what we found was, are you able to see here? Okay. So surprisingly, what we found was, if this is a sapling here, this is a rich soil where they're starting. So 30%, right, under the sapling, only 30% depth actually had the red soil. Remaining 70% was filled with concrete. That was how the builder gave us that land, right? And we were not aware of it. We could never imagine that this could happen, right? When we see red soil on top of wherever, I mean, we didn't know that it is the top actually. When we see red soil, we just went ahead and planted. We got some saplings and we got them planted, and yes, work was done. But surprisingly, when we actually dug inside of it, 70% of the entire depth was concrete, right? Only 30% was red soil. So this 30% of red soil could not sustain this sapling to bloom to its full potential, right? So just this 30% could not sustain, was not sufficient for that sapling to bloom to its full potential. The remaining 70% that's concrete had to be replaced. So yes, we had to do that. We just kept the roots intact, just this part safe, and then we dug inside of all of this. We removed the concrete. Yes, it required a lot more work, but yes, we removed concrete and then we replaced with red soil, and then we thought, okay, it's a little better than how it was earlier, right? Now, do you think, so the same thing, when you are providing an environment to your child, so what does your environment comprise of? Go back to my previous video. Your thoughts, your emotions, your belief system, your feelings, your words, your actions, everything. The environment that you are providing to your child comprises of all these elements. It's not just the physical environment that you are providing to your child. So these words, these actions, the thoughts, the beliefs, the feelings, the emotions that you are carrying inside of you, you have to take care that this will not happen there. That 70% of your emotions, feelings and thoughts will not be something that you do not intend to be. But unfortunately, again, 95 to 98% of people live their life on autopilot mode. What does that mean? They're not aware of their emotions. They do not know what they do, why they do. They do not know why they do whatever they do. They just react at a certain moment, at every moment of time, and then they go back saying, why did I even react that way? I should have done something else, right? Or they just tell out something to another person, and after that happens, we go back. That's because people are living in a default mode, in an unawareness state, in a state of unawareness. Right? So when your environment that you are providing to your child is filled with 70% concrete and just 30% of your true intentional feelings, emotions, thoughts, beliefs and words and actions, only 30% of your true self, 70% of it is concrete, then it is not sufficient, right? It cannot sustain your child's full blooming potential, because your child is supposed to be doing more. For that, this environment is important. If you want to come back to your own living, even for you that's important. For you to live your life to your full potential, you have to replace the 70% of concrete with positive or workable thoughts, feelings, emotions, words, actions, and in an aware state, not in an unaware state, not in a state of unawareness. right? And then let me also ask you this question. If now, because we have already got 70% of concrete, the work that needed to be done to actually replace this concrete with rich soil took much more effort. We had to be so careful in order to not destroy the already existing sapling. In the same way, the moment you realize that you have to replace your 70% of concrete inside of you, that's the best time to do it. If you keep on delaying it, your 60% goes to 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. And the later you do it, the more is your effort to replace this huge amount of concrete with the right intentional feelings, thoughts, emotions, words, actions and beliefs and all of this, right? Now, so this environment that you are providing, again, let me just go over the video. The environment that you are providing to your child in the form of thoughts, feelings, emotions, words, actions, belief system, all of this need to be true to yourself first. You have to be true to all of these. If you do not know what kind of thought you are carrying, if you do not know what kind of feeling you are carrying, if you do not know what kind of emotion you are carrying, you wouldn't even know why you are carrying it, right? If you are not aware of the kind of emotions you are carrying and why you are carrying those emotions, it will be very hard to actually provide a positive environment to your child. I'm not saying you should always be calm, cheerful and put on a mask in front of your child, put on a mask with a smiling face even if you are burning with anger inside. No, I'm not saying that. First, become aware that you are angry. Do you know that you were angry at a certain point of time? Do you know that the way you reacted was because of this anger? Do you know that this was the trigger because of which my mind shifted and this kind of word unintentionally came out of my mouth? Are you aware of all of that? That is the first point, right? There's always a process to this. First comes awareness. Okay, I just move this a bit. Awareness. Only when you are aware of something can you take an action. First comes awareness and then comes acceptance. Then you have to accept your own anger, right? Anger is your enemy. You should control your anger. All of these, again, very common advices, but not practically true. You need not control your anger. Controlled emotions will turn out to be will turn out to be pains in your physical body. And they do a lot of other damage in your mental plane, emotional plane and physical plane, and there's a lot more that happens, right? From awareness, you go to acceptance. From acceptance, you go to taking action, right? There is a sequence to it. You first have to come into awareness of your environment that's present inside of you, that's stopping you from living your life to your full potential, as well as stopping your child from living his life to his or her full potential, because this is the same environment that you are providing even for your child, right? So that was for this video. Comment below just one learning that you've learned from this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.